Hi, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to week 2 of Manager of a Moodle site, which is a 4-week online course. Really excited about week 2 because you get a chance to continue working on a Moodle site as its manager. So whether you're here watching the recording or whether you are on YouTube watching the live streaming, you're very welcome. Feel free to ask questions as we go. If you're in live meeting, you may use the chat for that and ask away. So let's get started. A little bit about me. What's relevant here is the fact that I've been using Moodle as the admin, the administrator, since 2003. And I started by simply having no choice. I was thrown into it and soon learned to love it and have been using it ever since with my face-to-face students and blended or fully online. Currently, I use it with students in Greece at a distance, fully online, in an MSc program on immersive technology, virtual reality, and augmented reality. So today we're going to look at Moodle activities and resources, since we'll be talking about your courses, and you'll get a chance to not only look at the platform, at the admin, and at users, courses, and grades, but you'll have a chance to use all these Moodle activities and Moodle resources in one of your courses. So you are going to create a category and a course, or more than one course, but only work on one course, and you'll be using these AI tools for the resources and activities. These are all external AI tools. They're also embedded in Moodle AI tools. And there are some issues. I talked about it last week, and you'll have a chance to also share how you feel about having to pay ChatGPT or pay Microsoft or pay another organization for students using these AI tools. So I think it's better to use external tools rather than the Moodle tools. You'll be choosing a screen recorder, whether you've chosen Canva because it has unlimited time, or whether you've chosen Wondershare Demo Creator because it has an amazing video creator as well as an editor, and there are videos on how to use that. You can also choose any of these or any other screen recorder that you're familiar with. These are all free, but they're limited. Unlike Canva, they're limited to, I think, up to 10, maybe 15 minutes. I doubt it because they keep lowering the time, the duration for these free. Only the free are limited. If you pay, you get as much time as you wish. And if you're interested, you can use My Canva Pro and be able to have unlimited duration. And then you publish your screen recordings, the MP4, unless you're using Canva, you can simply paste it in the course by uploading them to YouTube or Vimeo or Google Drive. I think Google Drive is a great solution because you don't have to expose yourself the way you do in YouTube or Vimeo. You simply make the link shareable by anyone who has the link, and then you embed it. And there are 2 videos here on how to embed a Google Drive video. One is on the left, that's how to embed using a code that Google provides you under Share. And the other one is using Generico, which is a Moodle feature and only a Moodle feature that you still need to make the video public or viewable by anyone who has the link, but you add the video to website, under website on Generico. With YouTube or Vimeo, you simply paste the links and they become embedded. This is Generico. You can either hyperlink the video, or you can add the link and only link at the bottom, and then everyone will be able to hit the video and play it directly from the discussion post. You'll also get a chance to go into the support. All right, so let me take you through what you will see under site administration. I'm in as a manager, not the admin, because there are two different things. Moodle Manager only has certain rights in the site administration. A regular administrator has more rights. So let me take you through the site administration as the manager of this Moodle site. So as the manager, in week 1, you had to go through the general at the top there. In week 2, you'll be going through the users, courses, and grades. Under general, you didn't do anything. You could have. You could have added a new badge. You could have maybe added a certificate template. That's up to you, but you can do any of these. But you could also have made changes on the site. But such changes, please bring them back. Okay, because you have almost full rights as the manager of a Moodle site. So we're going to go into users. Under users, notice what you can see. You can browse list of users, and there are their emails. I didn't want to show that. Okay. So you've got the list of users there. You also have bulk user actions. Under bulk user actions, you can move, okay, let's, for example, move me, okay, since I'm okay. And I can add myself or add these users to selection, and then I have them here. And then with those, I can go into choose, and I can delete them, okay? Or I can display them on a page, or I can add to cohort. In week 2, you're going to add cohorts. So I can add these to a cohort. So let me add to cohort and go. That's what you're going, and then you will have a cohort. And then you can choose the cohort. This will be a cohort. And let me go back into users. I'm going to create a cohort. So notice here, browse the list of users, bulk user actions, add a new user. I can add a new user by adding a username, manual account. I can generate the password, get their first name, last name, and then I simply hit create user. That's another thing that you can do. What else can you do? Well, you can also, let's go back into users. We're here. You can also go into cohorts, and that's what you're going to do this week. You're going to create a new cohort. So we'll add a new, because this one that comes with Moodle. You can hide it, but you can't really delete it. I've tried. Oh, I did delete it. Okay, I hope it stays out. Usually it comes back. And then add a new cohort. I'll give it a name. I'm going to call this Nellie Deutsch, because this is my cohort. And then notice you can have it under system, or you can have it under the courses. Now, since I already have a course called Moodle Manager, I will add this cohort to my Moodle and my Moodle course, and then I'll save the changes. Okay, so here you can see the information, and then I can assign them. I'm going to go into my course. My course will be under my courses. Oh, it says I don't have a course. So let me create a course. I'll call the course Nelly Deutsch. Okay, that'll be my course, and the short name will be ND, and then it'll be under this one, or I can have it under something else. I'll have it under Moodle Manager, and then course end date. I'm not going to do that. Then I can add an image here. Okay, description, course format is this one. I can change it. I can make all these changes, and then I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to go to participants. And this time, instead of enrolling all the people or asking them to enroll, I'm going to go into enrollment methods. And this time I'm going to go into, well, it's not here. So I need to create it. I'm going to go into site administration, and I'm going to go into plugins. Or you know what? I'm not sure that it's there. I'm going to go into, let's see, where is it? I'm looking for the search engine. So let me see if that works. No, I don't have a search engine. So I guess managers don't have a search engine like others do, but let's see if I can do something here. What I'm looking for are enrollment. I'm looking for enrollment methods. And I don't have, and I see there are no enrollment methods. So I will add that as the admin because I see that it's not here. But what you can do is you can enroll your students in your course using, oh, I see I can manage the courses. Okay, I can manage, but I don't have my own course. Okay, so let me add myself to this course. Manager here, let me go back to participants. So under participants enrollment, there should be a cohort enrollment that is not here now, but I will add it. See, it should be here and it's not. Okay, these are the only enrollments that we have so far. So I can't add it yet, but that's what you will be doing. You will be creating a cohort, and I showed you how that's done. Let's go back into the site administration and users. So we're going to create a cohort, and all the cohorts. There's my cohort. It's still here. And next, we are going to upload users. Now, I'm sure you have more than one email account. What you're going to do is you're going to go into the example CSV, and you are going to add whatever is there in the sample CS. Here it is. Let me show it to you. Can you see that? Let me know because I'm not sure you can see it on Zoom. Let me know in the chat. Can you see this? Let me allow, you can unmute yourself actually. Can you see? I guess you can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it and add it in the chat box so that you see what it looks like, because I think you can't see it. Okay. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's CSV text with this information. And you're going to create by adding your username, and you make up a username. It could be a Gmail or an email. And then first name, last name, email, student one. You don't have to add all of that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, once you have all the information, you're going to drag and drop it here. So right now I don't have anything on it. So if I drag and drop here, it's going to say that there's nothing there. Okay, it'll look like this, but it's going to have a username, the first name and last name. Can you see this? Let me know in the chat because I'm not sure that you can see anything. I'm not getting any comments or voice. Can you see this? Yes, okay. Thank you. All right. Now you can. Okay, great. But you couldn't see it before. Okay, but I added in the chat. You couldn't see. You see on this, let me go back here. Okay, once you have this, you simply upload them. But these are not real people. Okay, so there's no email. It's not real emails. So I'm going to actually get rid of this because it doesn't really exist. But what I want to show you is this is how you add upload users. Okay, you go into the example. Do you see example CSV? Can you see that? Let me know by voice. It's a lot easier. Yeah, you couldn't see the CSV file, Lucia. And the reason is because it was an uploaded file and Zoom couldn't capture it. But anyways, you click on the example and you add the information from the example. That's what I was trying to show you. And then you upload it. Okay, next, let's go continue with users. You go back to users and here, assign system roles. You can take a look at that, but don't make any changes. You can take a look at all of these, but don't make any changes here. You only can make changes in the accounts. You can add new accounts. You can use your emails if you've got more than one email. And you can take a look at the privacy and policies. And then you're going to go on to courses. Under courses, you're going to create courses. And this is the most exciting part. Okay, you go into manage courses and categories. And whatever is here, you leave. You do not delete courses because you have the right to delete, but please don't delete any of the courses. You first go into create a category. Okay, so let me know if you can see that. Create a category. Okay, can you see that? Yes, wonderful. All right. You can use your voice too, if you can. And then you go into create a category, and this is what you do. Now, the category can be under these, but you're going to create your own category. So you go into top. Under top, you're going to give it a name. So what would you like to call it? I can delete it after. So do you have a suggestion for a category? A category is a name, and under that, you'll have your courses. So it could be English language teaching or English language learning, and then you have different courses under that. Or it could be, if it's science, for example, AI tools in general, then you can have AI tools for students, one course, AI tools for teachers, AI for images, AI for learning English, or AI for whatever. Or you can have it for science, science, earth, or scientific studies, or chemistry, or whatever you want under sciences, biology. So that's your top subject. So do you have any suggestions? If not, I will add something here. I will add health. Okay, health. Okay, that's the top, a general top. And then I can have category, sorry, that's not, you don't add, the top is the top. And then the category name here is where I add health. Sorry about that. Health. And then you don't need to have a category number. The requirement is only what's read. And then you can have a description. Okay. So health topics. Health topics. All right. And then I create category. So now I have a category called health. Now health is at the bottom. I can move it up, okay, by moving it up like that. It always goes to the bottom, so I want it to be here. Okay, health. No, here. Health, under Moodle training. And then I'm going to now, notice it's on the right, I'm going to create a course under this category. So I go into create a course, And my first course is going to be mindfulness for healthy living. Okay, I can have mindfulness for school too. And then a short name would be mindfulness for healthy living. Or you can have the same. Okay, it just requires it. And then notice the categories here. I can change the category to another one, but I don't want to. And I'm going to remove, this is by default, and course end date, because I don't like to have end dates, but you could, of course. And then a description of the course. You can use ChatGPT for this. Mindfulness for healthy living. It's not a requirement. And then you can also add an image for the course and the course format. You can choose whatever you want. Single activities, one activity, which could be, for example, a forum. So don't choose that because the course should have more than 1 week. And you can try these out, see which one you like. I think buttons doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure if all of these exist for 5, but one topic is my favorite. You can have as many sections as you wish. Okay, maybe 4, maybe 5 sections. Remember, 0 is the overview. Okay, and then you can decide whatever you want here, appearance, and then save and display. And this is the course. Okay, now I can make changes by going into edit and do whatever I want with this course. I can also decide on the participants, but I want cohorts, and I have to fix this for you. So if I forget, remind me, because cohort is another way of enrollment, and it's not here. All right, so next I'm going to go back into site administration and into users, and we're going to continue with courses. So we've got a course, we added a category, added a new course. You're going to practice restoring a course, and uploading courses you can't do because you don't have any Moodle courses, but you can, if you have a Moodle course, you can actually play around with this. You can go into your course if you wish. Go into your course, back it up. Let me take you there so I can show you what I mean. You go into your course, you back it up by going into more. This is how you go into course reuse, and then you back up the course and you download it into your computer, and then you can bring it back just to practice, or you can go into reset. And this is how we reset a course. Reset course. Okay, we just now, the reason we reset courses is because we want to generally remove the participants from the course, and we can use the course over and over again. So that's the reason for the reset. Notice there are different things here under more, like knowledge library. You might want to try that. That's an AI tool to create H5P activities automatically, magic. So you might want to try that. It's a lot of fun. Okay, are there any questions up to here? Okay, feel free to unmute or add questions in the chat as we go. So the default settings for activity completion. Okay, you might want to take a look at all these activities. They're part of the courses, and then recommended activities. Okay, you might choose which ones you recommend, and it'll appear under activity recommendations. And here are the general backups. Okay, the backup of the courses. Leave this as it is, but you can take a look at it, of course. And then there's general import defaults. You can take a look at this, but leave it as is. And then there's automated backup. I do not have automated backup because when you automate the backups, it takes a lot of memory from the server and from the Moodle site because it's always backing up, and that takes a lot of work. It's a load on the system, so I disable it. But if you do, if you have, you can have it enabled or have it manually done, and then you can decide on which day. It could be every day, which is a huge load. So take a look at those and you see what's available when you have your own Moodle course and when you are the manager. Okay, so that's under courses. Under grades, which is also in week 2, you will take a look at each of these and see what's available. You can make general settings. You can leave that as it is. The changes, grade category settings. Take a look at that. I usually use, well, you can take a look and see natural is the default one. Take a look at that. There's nothing to do here really. You can look at grade items. That's for the grading, and take a look at the scales. Now the scales are really strange because Moodle set it up, and I think teachers were not involved in this, but these are the ones they have. Don't delete them. You can, but please don't. And just keep this. You might want to add one. So if you want to add a scale, you can add a scale and give it a name and then the scale. Take a look at the scales that are available and you get the idea. Not yet successful, successful, or mostly, this is ridiculous, but you can have different scales, and these are verbal scales. So you can make changes there. You can actually delete them too. I mean, not the ones that you do or other people in this course, but the ones that came with Moodle, they're not really useful. And then there's letters, and these are all set up. Okay, you can edit them, but leave them as is. Unless you want to edit and then bring them back, that's fine. You can always make changes if you bring them back for certain things. And there's also grader report, grader history, and so on. Grade penalties that I don't usually use these for the quizzes. Okay, so are there any questions about general that you had to do perhaps? I'm looking at the chat to see. Well, you can do it right now, actually. If you go into it right now, if you go into online courses for free and into courses, we can do it together. We've got a bit of time, and I think it would be very useful since you're here. So go into, I'll let you do that. I'll share the link with you. Just click on it, and you can do it now. We can do it together. Okay, so let's do it together. Let's create a course, a category, and a course now. But yes, the courses appear. If you want to know how the courses appear on the site, you go into Home, and all the courses will appear here. You don't have to do anything. So there's my course, Nellie Deutsch. Silly name for a course, but okay. And I didn't add an image. If you don't add an image, it comes up with this color for you. So notice I added it. I didn't add it under, I added it under another one, didn't I? I think I added it under health. This is the one. Sorry. That's another one. I have two here. I forgot. I added it under health. And this is the course. And this is how you will find the courses. They will be listed here under their category. So there's health. I see someone, this is a course that was created by someone who's part of the manager training. And this is also understanding climate change was also added by one of the students of this course. So if you don't have a course, you can do it now and I can give you support. You create a course, you can't lose a course. You go into my course when you're in the site, go into my course and you should see your course, but you can create as many courses as you want. Oh, it says I'm not enrolled. I'm not enrolled in a course. Yeah, but you can go into manage courses and it'll have your courses because you're the manager. You'll have it under these categories. So if you don't know where it is, you can search for the course. What's the name of the course? You can add it in the chat if you don't want to speak. Do you remember?
Hello,
Oh, it's the
Nelly.
climate change.
Can
So
you?
that's it. That's
Yes,
you.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
got it. Okay, wonderful. Understanding climate change. So this is your course. If you want to view it from here, you need to scroll down and then go into view. Okay, so this is the course. And I'll fix it so you can add cohorts as the enrollment method. I don't know why it's not here. I'll bring it back. Are there any other questions or comments? Those that are here? This is your chance to try things out. While we're here, we've got a couple more minutes. If not, let me go back to the manager. So there's the support. So if you have any questions, I didn't show you the support. If you have any questions, there's the support. See, I can't find it. If you can't find a course, you go all the way down and you go search. So the course is support for managers, something like that, right? So there it is. Okay, so you go all the way down and you look for your course there. So this is the course, and you said that you joined. See, I haven't but I need an enrollment key. So I think, what's the enrollment key? Do you want to? No, don't tell me. It's okay. I'll enroll later because I'm in as a manager. I'm not in as Nelly. Okay, it's just someone. Okay, so now we're going to go back here and continue with the next slide. So it's called MOMS, and that's the support form. That's where you'll be adding questions. This is what you will see when you're in the course. Support for general administration, which was last week. And then this week, it's users administration, courses administration, and grades administration. And this is the course, the link to the support course. And you already have managers. If you don't have manager, you will get it as soon as you finish week 1. You'll be able to get the manager. Actually, after you finish the first part of week 1, because there are 2 parts in week 1. And then you'll keep in mind that you'll be creating a screen sharing and documenting as you work. So don't worry about perfection, please. Okay, it's just the process and how you go through so you're documenting your work as you go through. So make sure that you have the screen recorder turned on. You can always edit it. So you'll be creating a syllabus for your course. You'll add an introduction, a label for the purpose of the course, and so on, and then showcase and reflect at the end. So you'll have about 6 sections, and you'll screen record what you do. Now, I just want to mention profile preferences and the notifications. At the top of your profile, when you go into your profile, you will see preferences, and under preferences, you'll see notifications. It's very important to learn how to set it up so that you get email notifications. But it's also important to make sure that your Gmail or your inbox, whatever system you're using, is not full, because you won't be notified by the system. So that's important. And these are the tasks. Okay, you'll be creating. These are all clickable, of course, video tutorials for week 2. There are a lot of video tutorials. So make sure that that's the manager of a Moodle site. That's the completion progress in case you've forgotten. And share permalinks. If you want me to look at a certain activity or resource in a course, go into the permalink and share that link with you, or go into your browser window. so that I can go straight. Don't describe where the problem is. Just share the link and I'll be able to go in and check it out. And this is part of the notifications, whether to subscribe or unsubscribe. When you're adding images, make sure that you resize them so that they are not huge and we can view them. And this is a way of resizing them. Also open links in a new window or use generic code to share the links. And make sure that you connect to your backpack. If you have questions about backpack, or if you didn't manage to connect on integrating technology in the course, also try it on blended learning. This is how you do it. You need to get an account with an email and password. Otherwise, it won't work. So if you don't have a password, say forgot. It's now on Canvas and you'll get a new one. Make sure that your name at the end of the course is not a 1, 2, 3 or something, that it's your full name so that you get the certificate with your full name, at least at the end of the course. And that's a few reminders and the end of our session and week 2. All right. So questions are very, very welcome. That's the only way we learn, especially when you're when you're learning something technical like Moodle. It's very important to ask and not to try to solve problems. Let me do the troubleshooting and the problems. And there are problems when it comes to technology. Nothing is perfect and things go wrong. So make sure that you contact me right away and not try to fix it. And don't feel that you're bothering me because you don't want to get frustrated. And I don't get frustrated. I love problems. So share the problems with me and I'll be happy to show you the way or for any questions. All right. So thank you. Have a wonderful week and looking forward to your questions and of course your work. Thank you. Bye for now.